Hey, well, so when we talk about building a discipline, I think so many times that we get this big idea in our head or a big goal, or we decide on something that it is that we want to do, and then we just like go all balls to the wall, like jump in. I see this happen all the time as a health and fitness coach, and I think that the thing that I have learned the hard way over my many years of health, fitness, trying to overcome the crap in my life, is that slow and steady wins the race. And we learn about the tortoise and the hare when we're very small, and then all of a sudden we think that we have to keep up with these people, or look like her, or do what she's doing, or that you're going to be as successful as this person. And quite honestly, especially as a believer, you really have to understand that setting a discipline, it is a fruit of the Spirit. So when you ask God into your heart, you do have that discipline, but you have to sometimes foster it. So I've talked to you before about doing my miracle morning every day, and why I write down my gratitude. I write down 3 to 5 things that I'm grateful for every single day, and then I make my schedule in 30-minute increments. And then something that I have kind of started to do, not in a perfect way, but just to try to kind of ease it into my life, is I'll make like a to-do list, but not like, normally I'll write stuff down and then just check it off, like if it was something I wasn't planning on doing that day. What I'm trying to do is in those moments be prayerful. Like I'll write down the things that I want to do that day. Maybe it's a couple loads of laundry or food prep or whatever it is, but I put those kind of off to the side, and then I try to be prayerful through the day, because if I am not careful, I can just get up and go do the things like that I know are easy to do, and then the harder things that I need to practice doing, like updating my website or blogging or having a difficult conversation, like those things kind of get pushed to the wayside because I tend to go towards the easier tasks. So I'm trying to, in those moments, pray to be obedient. Like in the morning, especially with wedding planning, we're not very far away from our wedding as I record this video. That has taken so much of my attention. And so there will be times that I just like get up and go to my list to make sure that I'm doing the things I need to be doing. I feel like I cut my lip or something. So when it comes to discipline, I want you to think about the things that you want in your life, areas that you are looking to improve upon, and get a journal. The Dollar General, I'm a Dollar General shopper. I don't know about you, but they have the cutest little notebooks in there. They're like $3 a piece. Get yourself a little journal, and I want you to write down all of the things that you want to do in your life. Every single one of them. Make a list, write them down, okay? And then I want you to think about 2 to 3 things that you can do in the next 3 months. Okay? Maybe have a couple bigger goals, and then maybe have a couple smaller goals, like 1 to 4 max probably. And then figure out, break down backwards what you need to do in order to achieve that goal. So if you want to lose 10 pounds and you have 3 months to do it, you know what? You're going to lose up to 1 pound a week, and you'll be at that goal. That is a sustainable goal, right? We know that when we lose weight 1 to 2 pounds at a time, it stays off. So how do we do that? Then we go break it down. How many, minutes of workout am I doing every single day? How much food am I eating? Am I getting enough protein? Am I getting enough fiber-filled carbohydrates? Am I eating all my vegetables? Figure out those things, and you can kind of work backwards from there. If you want to practice being a morning person, this was one that was really big for me. I wanted to be a morning person. I hate exercising in the evening. If I push it off till evening, now I'll force myself through it, but my heart ain't in it. And I know that I am far more productive human being in the morning. And so I wanted to get up at 4 because that's just the time that I needed. I wanted 2.5 hours to myself to spend time with God, to get my workout in and take my time getting ready, not have to rush around, and like be a calm presence when I got into my car to commute to work. So I wanted to practice that. So did I just wake up on a Monday morning at 4 a.m. and like, woo, yippee, like I'm a morning person? No, it's not how it tricks. It probably took me a solid 2 months to figure it out. I'm still not always a morning person. This morning I had every intention of sleeping in. And here comes Daryl and the dog waking me up. And I'm like, I told you I wanted to sleep in this morning. He's like, oh, I don't remember that. Oh, okay, well, I did. So I got up at 4, we did our devotionals together, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to choose joy. I'm going to do my workout. I've been telling myself I'm going to double up on my workouts. And this week, because I've moved into a new phase of the program that I'm doing, I can barely eke out one. But today I was like, no, you committed to that. You woke up with a grumpy attitude. You're going to do that second workout. It's 50 minutes on top of the 45-minute one that I had just done. But it's cardio, it's HIIT, it's fun, it's dancey. And I was like, you need to do that. They're paving the roads around the lake area, and so I can't go for my walk because fresh tar is everywhere. But that is what I look forward to doing. But for the past week, I haven't been able to do my outside walks like I want to. So I was like, you're going to do that thing. It takes me about 36 minutes to walk 2 miles. So this workout was like 50 minutes, no problemo. The first 11 minutes of it was terrible. And I was like, you're choosing joy. You're going to choose joy. You're going to choose joy. And all of a sudden, about minute 11, I was like, yeah, girl, this feels good. All right, I can do it. What's my point? The point is, when you practice discipline, in the moments where you just start doing the thing that you didn't want to do, it's going to take you some time to have that joyful moment. But when you do it, when you get into it, you're going to be like, this feels so good. And it was before 9 o'clock in the morning and I'd already hit my step goal for the day because I did that extra workout. So figure out the things. Write down the list. I want you to have a couple big goals. Maybe they're going to take you 5 years to hit. I don't care. Write down some big goals in the next 5 to 10 years. Write down some goals in the next 1 to 3 years. And then write some goals down within the next year, within the 6 months, within 3 months, and then do some goals monthly or weekly. Monthly and weekly. So maybe you want to drink more water. If you're not a water drinker and you want to be a water drinker, this takes practice. You don't just wake up one day and decide that you're going to drink half your weight in ounces of water unless you just are so tired of feeling like crap that you know that that's like the one thing that you can do to get yourself on the path to healing, because we take advantage of water. I'm looking out my window right now at the water at the lake in front of me. I have my water right here. I've already had 90 ounces of water. Like I had 90 ounces of water before 9 o'clock this morning. I had to practice becoming a water drinker. I used to set reminders on my phone that if I hadn't drank, this amount of water, that I needed to step it up. So what I started doing, and I learned that I have no idea where I even learned this. I have so much crap in my head that I have learned along this health journey that I don't even know where anything came from. But somebody said, make yourself drink water first thing in the morning. Well, oh yeah, I do that. I drink water while I'm drinking my coffee. No. What I do now, I don't really drink a lot of coffee, maybe 1 to 2 cups a week, but I do matcha. And so what I do is I go to bed with one of these every night. When I wake up in the morning, because I like to drink my water a little bit chilly, but more like room temperature because I know I'm going to chug it. I can't chug really cold water. Excuse me. So I will make myself, I take a couple supplements and an allergy pill. I will make myself drink this entire thing before I'm allowed to have my matcha, which when I start my automatic tea kettle, it takes about 6 minutes for it to boil. So it's perfect. I can drink my water and get all my supplements in and my thyroid pill before I have that first matcha. That is a discipline that I worked up to. And now that I've done that, it took me a couple months to figure out kind of like a schedule. But now then my goal is to drink 1 to 2 of these while I'm doing my workout, at least 1, sometimes 2. And then if I don't get my 90 ounces in by like noon, then I know that I have to hustle to get the rest of my water in. But that took practice. That took taking, cucumbers and putting them in my water, taking lemons and putting them in my water. Some people like to do fruit and put in their water. I don't care what it is, just drink water. Like, drink good water. Don't go waste your money on bottled water. First of all, it's usually not very good for you. And secondly, it's a complete waste of plastic, and our planet has enough trash as it is. So practice drinking your water. If you want to practice being a morning person, pick 1 to 2 days a week. 1 to 2. And figure out the time of day that you are gonna get up. So if you know that your kids get up at 5, you should probably get up at 4, so you have that hour to spend your God time, to make your plan for the day, to get your mindset in the right spot, to eat a little bit of breakfast, because we know that we need energy in the first part of the day. And don't tell me you don't have time for breakfast. Don't tell me you're not hungry. That's something else that you need to discipline yourself to doing. When you sleep, you fast. Why do you think we call it breakfast? Break fast. Light bulb moment there, right? So if you don't want to eat a huge breakfast, fine. So what? Eat a banana. Do you know what a half a banana and one of these will do for you in the morning? It's going to do all kinds of great things. You can take a handful of nuts, pop them in your mouth. You can eat some fresh fruit and some yogurt and granola. Me, I go for my 2 pieces of buttered toast with 2 eggs and spinach, because that's just who I am, and I love bread and butter. And I'm going to eat it before I do my workout in the morning, because that's how I roll. So wake up, figure out your time, set that alarm 2 to 3 times, 1 to 2 times to start, build it up 2 to 3 times, 3 to 4 times. If there's a day that you maybe don't work during the week and you don't want to set your alarm for that day, I mean, whatever, balance, right? So usually 1 day a week, I allow myself to sleep in. I know that because I work out and lift heavy weights, that my body requires that time to rest. And so usually 1 day a week, I will sleep in. This week, I haven't had one of those days, so I'm sleeping in tomorrow, which is Saturday. As long as my dog allows, which is usually 6 because she always has to pee. So think about the things that you want. Get your cute little journal. Write down your big dreams over the next 10 years. Break them down. 1 week goal, 1 month goal, 3 month goal, 6 month goal, 12 month goal, 1 year goal, 3 year goal, 5 year goal, 10 year goal. Write them down. Nothing is too big. If your dreams are not so big and scary that you're like, I can never do this on my own, then you're kind of getting in the right spot. Your dreams should be so big that you know that only God's blessing on your life is going to allow you to accomplish them. Those are the dreams I want you to write down. Okay, and then I want you to think of the things that you know are going to move you to the right spot. So if it is living a healthier lifestyle, you're going to need to drink at least half your weight in ounces of water every single day. My goal is 120 to 150 ounces. Go big. Water is a natural detox for your body. And most of the time when you think you're hungry, you're actually dehydrated. Okay? Drink water. Move your body. You don't want to admit that you need to exercise. Everybody needs to exercise. Everybody needs strength and resistance training, especially the older they get. More muscle in your body means a stronger heart. Okay? Stop saying, I don't like to exercise. Say, I love to exercise. I love to move my body. It brings me joy to honor God in this way. Choose the words that you say out loud because they make a difference. 3 to 4 weeks or 3 to 4 days a week, you need to be doing some kind of resistance training to build muscle in your body. Start 1 day a week. Start 2 days a week. We have this super fun dance cardio program that when someone tells me that they hate to exercise, I'm like, oh, you do this dance cardio workout, I guarantee you'll be like, was I just exercising? Because that was fun. Like if you don't smile through that entire thing, I don't care if your feet never match what they're doing, you are having fun. The music is amazing. The background is beautiful. They're in Hawaii. Like it's just happy. Move your body. Stop making excuses. Okay. If you want to have better, happier relationships, healthier relationships, maybe you need to sit someone down and have that conversation. Maybe you need to, get out your Bible and see what it says about relationships and building people up and loving your neighbor, or, get a book on marriage or how to set boundaries or how to be a better friend. Jenny Allen wrote a book called Find Your People. absolutely incredible. We rely so much on social media in our world that sometimes we forget that face-to-face conversations are the most valuable things that we'll ever have. Not to diminish our online relationships, those are so important. I've connected with so many incredible people around the world, but you got to get in with your people. You got to find some people. And if you don't have any people in your life, you need to start getting out into your community and volunteering and finding a church and doing the things that are going to push you to the people that you know that have like values as you. If you love to exercise, find a workout class. If you love to pet dogs or hold babies or whatever, like find those places in your community. Every place has one. You may have to drive a little bit, so what? Get uncomfortable. If you are not willing to get uncomfortable in any area of growth in your life, then maybe you need to ask yourself if you really want it that bad. I read a meme, I have it saved on my phone. It says, instead of saying I'm too busy, saying it's not a priority, and see how that feels. You should be your biggest priority because you can't pour from an empty cup. And that starts, we do the things that we do by building discipline practices within our life. And don't tell me I'm not motivated. Don't tell me I don't have discipline, because if you got Jesus, you got the power of self-discipline. It's a fruit of the Spirit. And Scripture's word says when we got that, we got just what Jesus had and more on the cross. Okay? So I don't want you to tell me that. I want you to tell me, yes, I'm a person of action. I'm a person of action. I'm a person of self-control. I offer love and peace and patience and kindness and goodness and gentleness and faithfulness all the days of my life. And then get out there, make a plan, start working towards your goals. If you want to earn more income, maybe you need to go back to school. That's a terrifying thought for me. Maybe you need to build a business. Talk to me about coaching. Maybe you need to start utilizing one of your hobbies as an income potential. Like, there are so many things out there that you can do, but you have to start with self-discipline. You have to change the way that your mind processes the things that you want to do in your life. I read an amazing book many years ago called The 5-Second Rule, written by Mel Robbins. Okay. I have a thing right here on my, clipped to my window. It says, the moment you have an instinct to act on a goal, you must 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go, and physically move, or your brain will stop you. Got that? So you know that you need to go switch the laundry and start another load, but your Netflix episode just clicked onto the next show, and you're like, I'm gonna watch just 5 minutes of this. In that moment, out loud count 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go, and then just get up and go. Your workout alarm goes off because you know that you can't exercise without an alarm, and your alarm goes off and you feel the desire to hit snooze. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Get up and go. Your brain is a powerful weapon. Your body is strong. Our mind can be retrained. I am living proof. But you have to practice the art of self-discipline. Don't wait for motivation. It ain't ever gonna come. Practice self-discipline. That is a fruit of the Spirit that you have living inside of you. I challenge you today. Write down your goals, get your journal, and start with those one teeny tiny little habits, because that teeny tiny little habit that you start today, that you expound upon tomorrow, and maybe a little bit more the next day and the next day and the next day, pretty soon in 3 weeks, you're gonna be like, holy crap, I just lost 5 pounds. Or, holy crap, I'm more joyful at work. Or, holy crap, I have a date. Or whatever the thing is. Like, choose action. Stop setting yourself up with such big, things that you need to accomplish right now. No, it's the teeny tiny little things, the teeny tiny little differences in the actions that you take every day that move you closer to the life that God has planned for you. Are you in? God bless.